Hello. So yes, I am in a rare state right now. I'm in my bed. I'm filming off my iPhone, and I'm just in my pajamas. That is because you are catching me in a rare state. You are catching me like around 2 a.m. because I can't sleep, and also something is irking me, and I need to address it. This is probably giving my time, just wasting my time, but I want to just express this more for myself personally. But welcome to the Third Eye of the podcast. Welcome back. I did film this episode earlier this week, but it was rushed. It wasn't good. It was terrible. I looked terrible. You catch me in a rare state. I was in my bonnet, but I took it off because you're not gonna catch me in that rare of a state. Not gonna catch me in that rare of a state. You ain't gonna do it. Buckaroo. But it is like 2 a.m. and I wanted to get some things off my chest. But welcome back to Third Eye of the podcast. I'm your host, Brandon the Wise. But oh my god, there is a bug on my wall. Get down. Okay, we got it. There we go. But anyway, this is going to be circling back to episode 2 of this podcast. This is going to be circling back a little bit. So, do you guys, well, first of all, we're going to try to talk about 2 things today. One, well, they're kind of go together, but 1, falling out of friendships, and 2, going back to episode 2 and discussing the topic of that episode. And if you remember the topic of that episode, it was about growing and changing, but I mostly talked about an ex-friend of mine. You'll see the Polaroid of me? But I'm in the beanie, too. I'm always in this beanie. It's because I lost my other one. But, we're gonna circle back to that ex-friend, because I was doing my yearly, monthly, I don't know what to call it, search of my ex-friends, stalking them, simply just to see what they're up to, see what they're doing. I hope that's normal. But I was stalking, the stalking sounds really weird. I wasn't stalking, I was viewing their page. They have 1,000 pages. I was viewing one of their pages from earlier this year, and I saw a post about me. Is this Michael? Yeah. I was like, oh, it was from the 3rd of 2025. I said this year, I meant 2025. I can't get past 2025. A lot happened in 2025. A lot happened, mentally and physically. But, I saw a post, and the ex-friend we talked about, we were mutually toxic for each other. We were mutually toxic, and I said that on the episode, but I am sorry for what I put you through. I was a really bad friend. I was a really bad person. I was a bad person I was just a corny kid who also was trying so hard to be an adult and be ghetto and be, I was so trying to be that. I embraced the toxicity. And I was also just trying to be adult to the point of, not doing anything inappropriate, but, always talking inappropriately, swearing, saying inappropriate things. I was just that type of kid. And that me and that friend were very similar in that, and apparently they still are like that. But, I'm over it. I've been over it for, because it's almost been a year. I've been over it. But it irks me a little bit. Their post basically was saying, something, I'm not going to say what it was saying exactly, but it was saying something when I do something because of a small reason, it becomes a big deal, right, Brantley? And then it said #op, #ex-friend, hashtag ex-friend, and then I think it said something #toxic. And then the caption was right, so didn't they, or were they, or something like that. I don't really remember, even though I saw it 30 minutes ago. I was like, oh, and then I went in the comments, and they tagged their friend in the caption too, and their friend was like, right. And then they responded to that friend. They were like, geeking over nothing. So basically, I think I explained what happened in episode 2. But what happened was they blocked a mutual friend of ours for something very stupid, in my opinion, and then got mad at me when I told that friend. And Anna got really mad at me, and they were also having mental problems at this time. And they just got really mad at me, and I was really worried about them. I was asking, are you okay? Like, I was really worried. And I was just trying to help. I maybe was in the wrong. I maybe wasn't helping. But, like, they handled it so terribly, in my opinion. I was probably in the wrong, too, but they handled it so terribly, in my opinion. And, like, they were like me. They were so embedded in the toxicity. Especially, I'm not going to get too much into it. Not going to spill tea. Not going to do any of that. But especially by who they were raised by, who was, like, to me, just very drama-filled. And that's what I loved about their parent. That's what I loved about their parent. They were very much like us, down with the kids. But, like, they were just... They're... Like, I'm not going to judge parenting because I'm not even a parent. But, like, it was just... I don't know. Like, it just wasn't what I would do. But... Yeah, so I saw that post. I saw that post you made, buddy. I saw it. But, like... It kind of irked me. It kind of reopened the wound a little bit. I was like, oh, so we're still talking about me. But this was like 3 months after it happened, so I guess the wound was a little fresh still. But, like, hello. Like, oh, so we're still thinking about it. Because I barely thought about you this entire year. Like, I've thought about you. I've talked about you. I even tried to be friends with them again, and I got blocked. But that was like January, maybe February of 2025, and I was like, now I would not do that. Like, I do not want you in my life anymore. Like, for reasons. Like, I'm a little petty about the situation. I'm a little petty, I will admit that. But, like, I just don't want you in my life. You're toxic, and it seems like you're still toxic, and I'm just changing and growing. And I'm not saying they're not changing and growing too, but, like, I'm just on a journey where I'm growing and I'm trying to be better, and that's all I can do. Like, it was months ago they posted this, but they were like, I'm just trying to grow and change, but it's so hard. It is so hard, and I'm not victim blaming myself or anything. I'm not trying to, at least. But, like, come on. Really? Like, I'm like, all I can do is just, like, grow and change. That's all I can do, is just grow and change. And that's what I've been doing this past year, because this year, 2025, it's 2026, okay? I cannot comprehend that. But, like, it's just, like, that whole year I was changing and evolving and growing every month, and I went through so many experiences, life experience, trying to grow and change, and some of them were bad, some of them were good, some of them were hurt, some of them hurt me, some of them I was fine, some of them really hurt me. Like, it's just like, wow, that reopened the wound. Like, I don't know, I just wanted to come in here and address it. But I am sorry to this person. I am really sorry about what I did to you, how I was to you. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm just trying my best to get over everything. And I think there was a point in 2025 where I was being a little too nice. Like, I was trying to get over everything and anything, and just kind of becoming a rug, being like, it's okay, I'm over it. But, like, I think it's okay now to not be over stuff. Like, yes, you need to grow and change, but it also takes time to grow and change, and, like, it's okay to not be over certain things. And I could be over, like, the whole situation as a whole, but there's still some things, like, I'm not over. I do think that is with the situation as well. Like, I'm still not over some of the things, like, what do you want to do? Like, but I just don't know. There's just certain things I'm not over, and that's in a lot of situations. There's certain things I'm not really over, but most of these people that really hurt me, I try to be friends with again, like this friend, and then another friend that I have talked about, another friend, but I didn't get too much into detail that really hurt me. I think the other friend hurt me more than this friend that I'm talking about, and I wasn't even that. This friend that I'm talking about on this episode was literally so closer to me than the other person, but the other person was more like the person I'm talking about, the friend that I'm talking about that posted the post about me like months ago, knew me more personally, but I thought the other friend knew me more on a spiritual and deeper level, and I also had a crush on them, so that's probably why it affected me more, because I was basically in love with them. Like, it got to that point. But, like, I don't know. I don't know if this is making any sense, but I just want to come here and express it. This is after hours, okay? Like, my eyes are, but, like, I can't barely sleep. So I just want to come in here and express this. And should be a better episode than the one I filmed earlier this week. But I had to film it on my phone because my iPad was literally on 10%. So I had to film it on my phone. But okay, let's get into the second segment. Because I'm tired about talking about these people. Like, I'm over it. But yes, I have my Fuggler. See the resemblance? Father-son. Oh, his feet are naked feet. But, like, yeah. So, next subject, falling outs. This kind of goes hand to hand. But I've had a lot of falling outs lately with a lot of people that I thought were going to be in my life forever. So basically, I had this one falling out really recently where it was over their girlfriend. Kind of stupid. But their girlfriend is religious. And there's a point of religion to me. I don't care if you're religious. I don't care what you believe in. But there's a point to me where it goes from religious to a little more religious than others to full-blown Bible thumper. And that's kind of what they are. Maybe it's just this. Maybe it's just religious, and then it goes all the way to Bible thumper. Maybe that's better. I don't know. But they were just a Bible thumper to me. Like, they were cool at first. We called a few times even by ourselves. Like, we became friends, we became cool. And then they just started shoving religion a little bit down people's throats a little bit more as we got closer. Like, I don't know. Like, it just was like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, the moment someone said something different about religion, they would shut down, be really sensitive, say, okay, I'm gonna go for the night, bye guys. Like, put dots at the end of all their messages. I'm like, oh my god. Like, and then they would also be like, which, this does annoy me more as like a pet peeve reason, but it's okay to spread the gospel if you're religious. But it's just to a point where sometimes I'm like, okay. But, like, I just don't know. I'm not religious. So my belief is, I like to say I believe in Greek mythology, but I believe in the point where there's multiple things above us, like multiple gods. It may be Jesus Christ himself and some other gods. It may be Greek mythology gods. It may be, like, I don't know. I don't believe in Jesus. But I do believe there's some power above us, if that makes sense. I know. But just because it says mythology does not mean it's not a religion. Let's wake that up. But, like, they were just really religious, and I just started. And also, one thing, I was trying to promote my Discord and my friend's Discord, because that's where we all talked, was our Discord. And they did it. And then their girlfriend, left the group after becoming a mod, mind you. It was like, I left because my whole memo. Okay. Me too, girl. But my whole memo on social media is unlock your third eye, like third eye in the podcast. I like witchcraft, I like spiritual stuff, like I like that. I don't practice any of it, but I love it. I love supernatural stuff, like supernatural. But I love supernatural fantasy stuff, like all that. So my memo was like third eye. But like they're like, I left because of my religion and all that third eye stuff. I said, okay, that's fine. Just woulda wished you woulda did that before you became a mod. But mind you, my server has like 7 people and no mods. Go check out my server, please. If you're watching this podcast, go check out my Discord server. Join it so you can get notifications from me when I go live or post the podcast. Or I post the podcast or any other announcements. Like last week I was in a trip in Nashville. Sadly the vlog couldn't be uploaded. I did vlog it, but like it just couldn't be uploaded. I tried for 2 days to get it uploaded. I even tried to put it on Patreon. But yeah, so I went to Nashville and I took the week off, and then I sound like I'm working. This is not a job. Well, it can be a job. It definitely can be a job. Don't get that wrong. But it's not a job for me. I take it personally and I take it seriously like it's a job. But it's not really a job. I don't get paid from this. I just do it for the love of the game. But I kind of just they said that. I was like, okay. And then when I started promoting their Discord server and their girlfriend server, they said I left because of my religion. I said, ooh. And then my ex-friend said I left because I don't want witchcraft, because there's a witchcraft server, because I'm trying to be inclusive and do things I like. I was like, oh, okay, so basically what we're doing is we're trashing on the server when I'm trying to promote it. Like, run that one back. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this when I'm trying to promote the server? Like, that's just what I don't get. So I got mad. And they're like, don't worry, we're not hating. Yes, you are. Because that's the textbook hating, but okay. But like I didn't like it. So I literally left the group, unfollowed her girlfriend on everything. Not my ex-friend, but their girlfriend. I unfollowed them on everything. I was like, okay, I'm gonna distance myself because it's getting a little too much. You're shoving religion down everyone's throat. You say I left because of my religion, and you're just like, I just got a bad feeling. That's mainly the reason why I distanced myself from them. I unfollowed them, and I just didn't know any other way to do it. It may not have been the best, but I didn't know what other way to do it except for just ghosting them. Could have done it better, probably, but like, they're sensitive. I didn't want to hurt their feelings. I don't know what to do in these situations. I don't have social cues. That's not an excuse, Brantley. But I don't know. And then it took them almost a week to confront me about it. And they were like, and I didn't respond to them because I didn't really see it. And then I saw it and I got really scared. And then my ex-friend texted and was like, hey, what's going on? So I sent a whole paragraph explaining it. They were like, oh, well, that's ridiculous. Like, come on, girl. They literally said, come on, girl. Like, you could, excuse me. But like, excuse me, I'm a sir. But if you are a girl, be who you are for your pride. Okay. But yeah, they were like, girl, come on, like, you could have done this better, this is ridiculous. I'm like, oh, okay, so you want me to cuss you out. So yeah, I basically did that. But I got really mad, and they were like, okay. They were like, I followed them. I'm so quick to cut someone off. Like, I cut them off before they can hurt me, because I'm like, I'm done. It's a gift and a curse. I cut people off before they can hurt me. From past experience, mind you, with the friend that I had a crush on, because they broke my trust completely. But like, and they were like, and then they sent me a message on iMessage, because I unfollowed them on Discord, because it was on Discord, and they were like, since you don't want to handle this maturely. And they sent me the message they sent that couldn't go through because I unfollowed them. And they went, oh, there you go, hateful as always, blah, blah, blah. Run that one back. Okay, so first you want to talk about me about maturity. but you're the one that makes very immature jokes and talks about licking your feet. Which, honestly, there's nothing wrong with making jokes about licking your feet. They're funny. But, like, I don't want to hear maturity from you. And yes, what I did in the moment was wrong. I unfollowed them, I cussed them out, blah, 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 blah. Well, I didn't really cuss them out, I just got mad. But I used a few big boy words. Cannot speak. Probably because it's like 3 a.m. 3 a.m. The witching hour. Okay, now I'm scared. But like, yeah. And then they were like, since you don't want to handle this maturely, and I sent them a paragraph. I'm like, and they were like, hateful as always. I said, hateful as always. I literally said, hateful as always when I've got you through what I got you through. Hateful as always when I have literally had your back at tough times. Like, I was so mad. And then we just haven't talked since then. They deactivated their TikTok. Like, I don't know why they did that, but okay, me too, Carl. Like, I don't know. Hey, Queen. Like, but, and then I don't know if this is falling out. We just haven't talked. But me and my best friend, like I claim as a sister, was fake arguing one night at like 2 a.m. And I said something like, oh, at least I'm trying, because they said at least I get off my butt, unlike you. I was like, oh, but I'm trying to be successful in life. That was bad. I felt really bad after it. Do not come for me. I felt really bad. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. That was really bad. I actually said, at least I'm trying to be successful with like acting or something. That was bad. I take accountability. That was bad. But, like, that was bad. And then they blocked me on TikTok, and I haven't talked to them since. And then I've tried to reach out to them. I've tried to get their girlfriend to do, like, that. But, like, they just haven't talked to me. And I don't know. I'm just losing so many people left and right. But I have one person that I can rely on and that trusts me. Other than my parents, obviously. But I have that I can trust and that I love and that I can rely on. And that's all you really need. That's all you really need. I mean, I'm very grateful for that person. You know who you are. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I've talked about what I needed to talk about. So JT leaving. I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye. JT leaving. Bye.